honest, I'm just looking for some mutual love, but all I get is unrequited. Why my world always on fire, never chilly. I used to hate the serious, I used to be so silly, but I'm not a kid no more. No, I'm not a kid. But I guess it's what we always said. Yeah, I guess it's what we always said. Hey, and we can get lost in an offbeat rhythm. Feel the way that you're moving, and I think that I get it, and I think that I will till the sun come up. When the sun go down, we gon' get in touch. Cause I don't even know, I don't know why. All your love I'm trying to find. I'm so lost in you and all that you do. Hey, and here we go, I never really know why. I'm just trying to take it slow, see where it goes. Cause you know that you never really know. Even though I can feel it in my soul, but you never know why. And here we go, I never really know why. I can't let it go, but you give me so much hope. So I gotta keep you close, yeah, you're giving me the most. And I never know, no, I never know why. All the silly things we hide, just to keep our peace of mind. No, I never know, no, I never know, no, I never know why.
I've got miles of regrets and confusing friends, but perhaps it's just my stupid head in the end thinking, should I wait here or make my way home? You said go, making up problems that don't exist. Why do I let myself dream like this? We're floating away, my body's in space. We are going home. Missing pieces almost so. Also on patches of my own soul. There's nothing you or I can do, so let the stars fall. 'Cause from up here the sky is my thoughts, and we're all so small. Meteor shower, quick take cover, but the hues in our hair complement one another. I'd sell my own bones for sapphire stones, 'cause blue's your favorite color. Missing pieces of my skull, also on patches of my own soul. There's nothing you or I can do, so let the stars fall. 'Cause from up here the sky is my thoughts, and we're all so small. We're all so
Gah. Happy morning. Happy morning. It is morning. Howdy. How's everybody doing? Good morning. I rolled out of bed. We stay vigilant though. The cabin must be built, regardless of my sleep schedule. How's everybody doing? You're still in bed? This is fair, your sleep schedule's really messed up. You're also still in bed. This is very fair. This is very fair. Well, good morning, everybody. And howdy and welcome. It's your semi-local, multi-dimensional electric lovely. Feel free to call me Cam if you would like. And today we are continuing the cabin building. It is to the surprise of literally nobody. Luckily, we made some pretty decent interior progress yesterday, but there are some things we really gotta do for the cabin. We love the cabin. I'm having a good time with the cabin. If for nothing else, I'm having a good time with the cabin. So, we must continue the cabin. Ugh. Here we go. And I'll put the music back on, okay. We'll just, this one feels fine. That feels fine enough. Okay. In we go. Oh, I'm home. Well, we have a friend now. We have a friend, and for safekeeping, I'll put my friend in here. But I already have an idea of what I'd like to name my friend, if it would please the people. Or at least, if it would be okay with the people for me to name my friend. But I'm already thinking of naming my friend. Wait, we might actually have enough to make a cake now. Sorry, I need to stop getting distracted. It is nighttime and we need to get all of this stuff and sleep. Off we sleep. Just to ignore the murder happening behind me. Just for a moment, you know? It's not important. I can't help that they decided to be standing outside at that moment. Like, that didn't seem like the smartest move on their part. But to each their own, you know? Alright, I think I would like that. Did I put the dark oak in here? That's not very much. I hear the stray and I'm not happy about it. Okay, well there's where we put that. That's so awesome and cool. Oh, I forgot about these. Oh! A lot of iron. At least we know we're not going to be running out of this anytime soon. Got 3 legendaries today and none were the One Piece. I think I saw the Condas. Which ones have you got? Aside from the condos. Take your 10 channel points. Be nice. Be nice. Ah, that's where everything went. Okay. I knew I wasn't crazy. Like, I knew that I had... Thinking, considering. We don't have any eggs. Not that that matters for a build. Now you're evil. It's too early in the morning for you to be evil. What are we meant to do about this? There's our little enchantment area. Okay. Roof. Evil doesn't have a schedule. Can you ask if evil can have a schedule? Like, can you ask the evil really nicely? I know we have another bucket somewhere, but I can't be asked to go find it. Check with the higher-ups. Alright, sounds good, thank you. It's gonna stop looking like a giant cube on the outside today. It's gonna be fantastic. Sorry, not that sorry. Get to be lightheaded all day because I'm doing a blood drive. Oh god. Good luck with the blood drive. It's lightheaded from losing blood, or the lightheaded from fear of needles? Either answer is very fair. I'm not the biggest fan of needles myself. Why not get a blood taxi? I feel like a blood taxi would just not be very fun, is the thing. Okay, hold on. I kind of want to bring my stonecutter up here. Because we're gonna want it. Yoink. Just make sure that you well, okay. After the blood drive, for sure, make sure that you're getting enough food. I know they usually will be like, here's your orange juice and a cookie, right? Give me all the cookies I want and pizza. Ooh. Not that sorry. Get paid in food. I see. I see. Trying to think about how I want to do this. It's gonna be very nice to not have snow literally on the floor. I've already decided what I want to do. Okay. The sooner I finish the roof, the sooner I can just do interior. Which is my favorite part of building, but I understand other folks are not as fond of interior stuff as I am. We're gonna need a lot of these, which is the unfortunate thing. Do you know what kind of pizza you're getting? Cheese. Can't really go wrong with that one. No, I was right the first time. We need to jut it out a little bit further than that. Just one block further out, and now we start building this. This is very, like, basic roof, but I'm not really a roof. Is it a bad time to say I have a fear of blood? I feel like having a fear of blood is not... I mean, it's a very understandable thing. And if anyone doesn't understand that, I'm willing to fight them for you. Because I have a... I'm a bit weird about it. Nah, you're fine. It's a good thing you don't have a fear of roofs, though. Because, like, personally, I have this, like... It's like, I don't have a fear of blood if it's someone else's blood. But if it's my blood, then it's scary to me. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but, like, for me, it's like, that's the reason why I can't really get my blood drawn very much, because the idea of, like, a needle, in my veins specifically, in me specifically, freaks me out. It doesn't bother me when it's other people. The opposite of you, my blood is bad, but I can get gut animals and stuff just fine. No, we're in agreement. We're in agreement. My blood bad. But other blood okay. Like, it feels bad. How much further out did this go? Okay, then it was a stair. I did it like this knowing full well. Ah, damn it. The haste strikes again. Gotta go to class. Bye-bye. Have fun in class, Snivy. There goes one. Womp womp. Roofs suck. Poop. It was like the thing I was dreading. Have good blood. That makes it sound like such a threat. Have good blood or else. I think I got that right. I think we got that right. I'm wishing positive blood. Sure. La la la. Here we go. Whew. And then let's just make these join up. Hopefully they join up. I feel like that's the scariest part, because I didn't make this counting things carefully. It was very much well, I sure do like building random things. I guess we're playing by ear. Try with dirt blocks. Dirt blocks don't have stairs. If there were dirt stairs, it would make this whole process a lot easier, but... Very simple roof thing, but I think it works fine because it gives us such a great opportunity for windows. We're just gonna need all of this. This should work. The reason why I'm going back and forth, in case anyone's curious, like going like this, is just to make sure that it stays even. Because if I build too much on one side, then it will be very lopsided. And I would rather it not be lopsided. That worked out great. Okay, hold on, hold on. Got it. Look at that. Very simple, but it did its job. Although... yeah. There we go. That got it. Now we finally have a roof on... the beginning of a roof on this thing. It's not a full roof yet, but it sure is the beginning of one. And with the jutting portions, we could figure it out. Oh. It looks like it's like... with just the frame like that, it kind of looks... incomplete. But I mean incomplete, but also like partially deleted. That's a little bit freaky. Hey, I would like to lay down because it's sunset. I would like to lay down. Thank you. My bunny hops. Because I got an elytra on. So what I'm planning on doing for this is kind of outlining the roof with this deep slate. So the edges have the deep slate, and then the rest of it is dark oak. It looks like 1 block separation all the way around. Love it when you say it's really on your mind. There we go. I'm probably gonna have to go back into the basement and go get more deep slate. But I like, I don't know. I'm good with the idea that the thing is just gonna be outlined. It's 1 block. Okay, so here. Yeah. The outline is faking me out because they ran to go get down the stairs, and then I go check and I'm like, oh, that's not where they were. That's brilliant. Brilliant news. It's taking forever to get the resources. The thing is, I didn't really get resources off stream. I just kind of... For whatever reason, my brain just... You know, I think if I was in creative mode, this thing would have already been done. But, unfortunately, not in creative mode. Ah, here we are. But it did take forever. It's partially because I'm doing this completely by hand, no building tutorial, nothing. So, in doing that, and of course it's snowing. In doing that, that means I have no idea how many blocks I need, so I have to keep going back and forth. Which is a little irritating, but it's okay. I'm just gonna go 1 block further. The snow is gonna make it real dangerous. Howdy, Yadaki, how you doing? Wing the whole cabin. I have been winging the cabin. It's still 1 block out. Alright. Wait, where does it start? 1 out that way. Then, crap. Well, there it goes. And like that. It's one block off, and then... Here we go. How you doing, Yadaki? Having a good morning? Tis one of those stream days where I roll out of bed and now we're here. I'm not even gonna try to do anything fancy with this roof. As long as it functions as a roof, I'm happy with it, you know? As long as it functions. Lovely and I essentially had the same amount of sleep, but they still got streaming energy. I enjoy what I do. I don't know if I actually have energy, but I'm doing my best. We persevere. To be fair, I streamed longer than I meant to yesterday. Chill stream, yes, 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 yes. Did like 4.5 hours. I know. I know. The streams are just getting longer and longer. For better or for worse. It simply is fact. See, the nice thing about having a roof soon means that I don't have to worry about there being snow all over my floor anymore. Because it is getting becoming a pain to have to go in and shovel all the snow off my floor. It's like it's doing this to spite me. Okay, this is the part where I gotta be, like, really careful about how I line this up. Nice. Oh, wait. Could it be easy this time? Ah! Look at that. Alright, hold on, hold on, hold on. Boop! That's 2. I don't know how I feel about that though. It feels really tall. Which actually might not be a bad thing. Either way, we're gonna have to go down. We have to go down and sleep. We may have to go in with slabs and make that thing shorter. Which... that is true. I could, like, have some areas up in the rafters. Or like a mini, like, elevated part. Wouldn't be too hard to implement. And yes, I will decorate the outsides. It's not just gonna be a cube forever. There will be texture. Tall roof also means more room for insulation. That is true. That is true. Oh no, too much. Too close. One more block. There we go. Cuban button. Are you thinking about Portal again? We already destroyed GLaDOS. Or I guess she's not actually dead. She seems to think she's still alive. Which I guess is the cool thing about her programming, is that it's kind of like, well, guess what? I almost wonder... Yeah, okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to... Let's scrap this here. And, you're always thinking about Portal? I know you like her robots. So many robot enjoyers. We're gonna ignore the FBI. Watching robot history. Isaac Asimov's Lost Little Robot. That sounds like a movie. That sounds like a movie. Is it animated? Or is that the documentary? '50s live action movie. I see, I see. One of the earliest robot who takes their programming too literally movies. I see. It's one of those evil robot movies where they're like, oh yeah, well, I took my programming too literally and now I'm gonna go fight. Howdy, Randomize, how you doing? I see you brought the jar. Actually, let me... Let's do that. Free fish. Two 1604. Okay, so it is lined up. That's good. It's good that it's lined up. I wasn't fully sure. How are you doing? You having a good morning or day or wherever you are? Whenever you are. The robot in question is told to get lost, and they do, by hiding in a group of machines it's identical to. That's sweet. It's a sad day for Sweden. What happened in Sweden? Is everything okay? I was gonna ask about the goat, but I feel like it's too early in the year, and I don't even know if the goat is a Swedish thing. Everyone flying the flag at... Oh! Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Well, now I feel bad for mentioning the goat, but... But, God... Yeah, I understand that perfectly. I hope that, well... I hope that people are okay. Or will be okay. I know that... Obviously, funny American, knows about the shootings, obligatory American, but, the fucking, you know, I get it. I was under lockdown for a shooting once before, so I fully understand. I hope all the victims make it out alive. And if they don't, I hope that their families get justice. Do you have extra? We're gonna have to get more deep slate. Don't know much about it. It happened yesterday at lunchtime. My friend has friends close by who practically reported it. Damn. Yeah, I can imagine that would be not fun. And incredibly stressful. Maybe I should have held off. I have to go get Swedish history since 1961. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, my words are struggling right now, but I do genuinely hope. I do genuinely hope that it gets better. The goat is a Christmas tradition. So the goat is from y'all. Do you eat the goat? No. I think the whole point is that the goat stays alive. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Because I think, like, there's, like, a funny Christmas tradition where people try to burn down the goat. Oh. Pardon the goat. Do you have to... What? Pardon the goat? Thanksgiving? I don't remember teaching you that. When we lost ourselves to something in between. Yes, we'd been. I don't understand what you're saying, but I do genuinely believe all the victims get some or not the victims, but the victims' families. I hope they get some closure. And some justice. Just a tradition to build a giant goat and then basically government has to play tower defense. Yeah, have you not heard about the Yule Christmas goat? You know, because, like, there are arsonists that try really hard, to blow up the goat. It happens every year. They have a Wikipedia page dedicated to, whether or not people make it out alive. Or not make it out alive, but, like, burn the goat down or not. They have, like, 24-hour surveillance of the goat that people can watch. Like a live stream of the goat. How do you join? They literally No way. No. No, I refuse to believe that's a thing. I'm looking that up. What? What the wait. No way. No way. No, they actually do. I didn't know this. I thought that was a joke. I thought that was a joke. They've just been pardoning turkeys? This is where our government money has been going. We needed the government to do so much shit and they're just pardoning turkeys. That's really funny. Well, I've never watched Rick and Morty, to be fair. I have not seen it. Government spends like 50 cents on the pardon paper. Well, also like the broadcast, because apparently they broadcast that crap. I'm genuinely curious. Like I'm going to message some American friends and ask them if they knew about the turkey pardoning, because I feel like that was I don't feel like that's well known. I was never told about it. Because, like, the thing is, they pardoned Santa at Christmas. I thought it was just kind of accepted. He's just like an international ally. He's just a little guy. The breaking and entering. Yeah, but he leaves gifts. The breaking and entering is okay because he leaves gifts, you know? And they are nice gifts. They're not evil gifts. They're nice gifts. It's not like Santa Claus shows up and takes a shit inside your mailbox or something. Like that would be kind of ass. He's coming in and leaving some lovely little cute toys for folks, and I think that's not a bad thing. I don't know why I'm structuring my sentences like I'm trying to form a defense for why I enjoy Santa Claus. It's like, Santa Claus is innocent, I'll tell you why. In defense of Santa, bro playing Ace Attorney for Santa Claus. That would go hard, though. Do you think there's actually, like, an Ace Attorney case for Santa Claus? Like, they gotta, right? I'm gonna go over here. They can't hit me. You know that your government actually... I have heard about that. Ooh, bed. I have in fact heard about that. Line associated with Ace Attorney and Christmas. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas, right? It's like the one thing I knew about Ace Attorney going in. Because I had that post queued all the time on Tumblr. See, I was considering having like a fourth peak, but I think that I like the asymmetry. Like, I like this just being regular. Sort of because some child called to the NORAD wondering where Santa was. They constantly update people on Santa's location and now use a website. That's cute. I hope that stays up. I hope that stays up. A lot of government programs are getting shut down right now. I'm okay with my tax money going to that, because that's cute. That is a cute thing for my tax money to go to, and I can accept that. Is the Santa program still up? I hope so. I wish I could say with any amount of certainty. But considering the types of stuff they've been shutting it down... Considering all of the stuff they've been shutting down, you know? Now my tax money goes to missile defense to shoot down Santa Claus so I can grab the presents. No, no. Randomize. You can't be the Grinch. You can't be the Grinch. I feel like he was notoriously disliked by everyone for that. Although I saw Jim Carrey's Grinch for the first time in a very long time. I say it as if Jim Carrey wrote the dang movie, but... Oh, shit. Well... My tax money goes to pardoning more turkeys. Cursed, you're not even American. Your government doesn't pardon turkeys. This is not a concern for you. Europeans, our government can't pardon. Can they not? Y'all don't have pardons? The UK probably has them or baby America, which is crazy considering the origins of my country. Normally I would be a lot more, like, subtle. Why should one person have the power to forgive every crime someone has committed? I don't think so. It's like, I don't think anyone should have that power, personally. Personally speaking. Maybe we shouldn't be pardoning random people. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Just speaking personally. Like, I don't know, maybe that just isn't the best idea. Of course, I don't represent the government, so... And I don't want to. The monarchy can break the law, though. Legally speaking, the monarchy in the country cannot be tried in court. Really? Is that actually true? As far as monarchy money doesn't come from tax money, people get that wrong quite a lot. Where does the monarchy money come from? When you're tried in British court, it's name versus the crown, and you cannot have the crown versus the... Ah. Well, has the crown decided... Have they considered getting good? How far off was I? Not too bad. Let's get some more slabs. Fuck, I don't think they thought of that. Monarchy is purely representative, being head of state. Yeah, I heard at this point, like, the monarchs are basically just Mickey Mouse. That's what my U.S. history teacher said a long time ago. It's like all they can really do is smile and wait for cameras and ban books. Because they lost a lot of power. So it's a little bit more to the people now, I guess. Supposedly. Keyword being supposedly. I don't know. I don't live there. Just for some added texture. Let's go every other block. There we go. And then we can have some snow in there. Yeah. It's a shame America's missing a monarch. Would y'all like to share ours? No. Learn in Britain why the monarchs have a lot of money is because mainly them who owns the land of Britain while the parliament simply purchased it. I see. Yeah, wasn't it like Queen Elizabeth wanted to own all the swans or some stupid shit? Ah, fuck. Actually, we could do it like that, with the stair going like that. Since these connect. How did I do it over there? Okay, it was a slab and then it was slab then stair. I think we need another slab though. You can't eat the swans because it's against the law. Learn more about my Thai heritage because in case you guys didn't know, I'm mixed. I'm what people intuition. I do remember you talking about that because I think I mispronounced a Thai dish once because I've never heard of it and then I got teased relentlessly for it. Damn it. I do remember this, though. There we go. Maybe it doesn't need to be a full block. I think it looks fine without it being... Either way, I learned that Thai people mostly came from South China, so there's a good chance I have Chinese in my blood. Oh. I mean, probably not too surprising. Probably not too surprising. However, it's still very cool. It's still very cool to consider. I see. You there. This feels like knocking out a Jenga block. Shout out to Thai food, y'all popped off there. Also, fun fact about Thai history, while Thailand was independent during World War II, they were practically puppeted by Japan. Japan wanted Thailand to join the war on America, but Thai officials just simply refused. They were like, nah. It's probably for the best. We did simply refuse to sign the declaration. Again, probably for the best. Bro just kind of looked over there and was like, not my circus, not my monkeys, don't need to deal with that. So it's not worth it. Yeah, I think I would also do the same. I'd just be like, no, not worth it. Just, obviously, it's disregarding what we know now. It's just kind of like, it's like, that's not, we don't need to do that right now. Why are we doing that? I took the train, I took the fall, I didn't know just how I'd fall. I don't even know why I'm bothering. We're gonna need all of it. Actually, hold on. Question. Actually, correction, it was Thai U.S. ambassador that refused to deliver it. I see. It's the... Okay. Didn't think so, but I wanted to try it anyway. We are going to need all of this wood. Literally all of it. Former foreign minister. I wonder if bro realized what was going on. Or if, like, after the fact, he's kind of like, yeah, I made the right call. It is... I love how Thailand current prime minister is really becoming a people's person. In what way? Write your name in the stone. Because people were wondering why I said we're gonna need all this wood. We're gonna need all this wood. If for nothing else. Although we probably don't need... I'll make a call on that later. We do need that. No okay, sorry. She takes the train like everyone else, no security guards. Last time Sweden had a prime minister like that, he got shot, so I don't know how to feel about it. Either way, it's mostly the military who's actually in power. The government is just a facade, so Thailand can appease the US by being a democratic country. Oh. That's unfortunately not surprising. Just from the perspective of, yeah, we're doing this shit to appease Americans. That's unfortunately... I feel like there's been so many cases of stuff like that. Are you ready for our time-space war? The AI race. Oh, God. Don't even talk to me about AI. AI sucks ass. All these tech bros are so excited about it. And I'm just kind of sad. In the AI race, I care about GLaDOS versus Hal. I don't think either of them have legs, do they? I mean, I've seen, just for reference, right? The only reason why I know what Hal is now is because I mentioned, Kirst and I were talking to, my friend Hawk. Some of Hawk's art is actually on my Be Right Back screen, but we were talking about the fact that I was seeing, I was playing Portal for the first time, and Hawk and Kirst were talking about Hal, and I didn't know who that was. I still don't know really who it is because I've still never seen the movie. But apparently he's very foundational to the space robot AI type thing. Tech bros are excited about it until they realize they have to double their effort in the industry to get a job because they can't be junior level programmer. I still feel like AI is not reliable enough to replace humans. To be fair, there are a lot of unreliable humans too, but I feel like the mistakes that AI makes in general are a lot worse than ones that humans would make. Of course, I'm going to be biased towards humanity, but you'll notice that a lot of the jobs that they tried to immediately replace with AI were creative ones, not quality of life things where it's like, oh, we are using the AI to, I don't know, make it easier to detect patterns of the easier jobs. I wouldn't say it's I guess, like, in one way, yeah, sure. But, like, I would rather say it's more of a reflection of the shift that our culture has away from valuing the arts, if that makes sense. It's like, people want art, but they don't value it, if that makes sense. Like, they like to look at it, but then they don't really see any value in it beyond, well, it looks okay. So they don't really appreciate the time and effort that goes in. Yeah. Kirst kind of phrased it better than I was trying to phrase it, but they don't see art as anything really beyond, like, oh yeah, well, it is. There's not a creative connection to it there, and it makes me want to eat rocks. Because unfortunately, that shit impacts me and my friends. I think most people knew I'm an artist. I hope you know. But I have a lot of friends who are actually in the art and animation industry. Like, have their degrees in art and animation. And with the rise of AI, these incredibly talented artists are suffering because of it, and for that, it's like, there's no universe where I could possibly be pro-generative AI. It sucks. Just like the ambition and art skills. Here's what I'll say, is like, ambition, probably, but the art skills, I would say rather, like, most people, I mean, most artists aren't born with the ability to draw well. That shit's earned over time. Killed Cleverbot. I'm a programmer, more of a tech nerd, than learning how to draw is the only skill I want. Because it's a good skill. It's a good skill to have. It's like the reason why I got into art in the first place was because when I was a little kid, I really enjoyed Pokemon. I wanted to learn how to draw all the Pokemon. But also, I don't know why, but my mom emphasized learning how to draw. Yeah, it's like, I don't feel like AI should replace humans in jobs. I think it should be used to assist at most. Because if you let the AI just kind of do whatever the fuck it wants, then it's likely going to not be great. We need all these for stairs. Nothing is more human than creativity. Yeah. Nothing is more... Well, I would say there's two things to it. Creativity, for sure, right? But I would actually argue compassion. Compassion is an incredibly human thing. At least to me. That's probably... Well, yeah, I guess animals can be. But... I don't know. It gets tricky once you start going into the question of what really makes humans different. So I don't think there's a great answer. Creativity, because you can argue that ravens and crows can be creative because they have the capability cognitively to create solutions to puzzles. They can solve puzzles using tools. The question is, push a human into the corner. A lot of people disagree with me. I think the most human thing is whether or not you can have a connection with the video game Undertale. Maybe. Finding a new species, I checked the Undertale source code and made me... What happened in the Undertale source code? What the... There's so much bloat and so many things the computer handles naturally that they specifically write in. Undertale's proof you don't need to be a good programmer to make a good game. Yeah, also Toby Fox literally made that while living in Andrew Hussey's basement. So like... Because I feel like a lot of people forget that Andrew Hussey... Like, Toby Fox did a lot of music composition for Homestuck. So many logic errors as well. I see he's more of a creative person than a logic person. Honestly, thank God for that. I feel like Undertale single-handedly rewired an entire generation's brain. Thinking about learning how to ROM hack at some point, but I'd also love to use RPG Maker, which is great that these tools exist because I cannot program shit. I know some very basic programming. I would love to learn more. But I was taught some JavaScript. And every now and then I get urges to program stuff in JavaScript again. I wouldn't know what exactly I would do. I hate when Copers say math isn't required in programming. It definitely is. It's just probably not in the way that people would normally think about math. Stay away from you. It's literally the only type of coding I was taught. I'm sorry. I think I knew a little bit of Java, but they wouldn't teach us anything but JavaScript. Which I feel like is the bigger problem. Python programmers. I'm trying my best, is the thing. I unfortunately just don't know enough about programming to know what language is the best. Someone asked me if programming requires math. They give the lawyer answer depends. Yeah, it's very much like a really depends on what exactly you're trying to code. Also, what your definition of math is. You can actually make an argument that basically everything requires math. ever be able to speak math? Eh. Probably not. There are not enough people good enough at math to do that. Just being incredibly blunt. A lot of folks who are incredibly bad at math. Finally, we melt the snow. Man, what are you doing in my house? Web development requires basic arithmetic, while AI would require machine learning math like linear algebra, discrete mathematics, and calculus. Yeah. I think it would break my brain to try to re-get back into programming. As cool as programming is, I just don't think that my brain specifically... I love how I went down there knowing I was missing a material and then went back up forgetting that I still didn't have it. Where did I throw it? It was in here. Yep. I learned that once you go to university level math, you're not studying math, you're studying mathematics. Oh wait, it's upstairs. Is there a difference? Absolutely no idea, but a PhD student. I would, okay. I think because there starts getting a point in math, right? Where, and I can say this because, I had taken university level math, right? There comes a point in math where you are not really, like, where a lot of the stuff you are learning can only be applicably used in very, very specific circumstances. As in, you will likely never ever use this math unless you plan on going into engineering. Yes, I hate myself. How did jokes on you? I'm studying engineering. See, I am aware of the engineering pain because I taught physics. I taught university level physics. So I am fully aware. Do you think there's a point where you can just quote a math equation and have someone's brain do the Windows shutdown noise? I actually probably can. I just don't want to. If you try hard enough, you can do anything. Here's my question. Do we want to, I mean, we could do this. It will require twice as much wood. But it looks slightly nice. Oh! Slightly nicer. A buddy of mine will stop at nothing to poke fun at engineers. He can joke and laugh all he wants. The shit he's holding is probably made by an engineer. That is probably true. Here's the thing. I learned when I, like, visited, MIT that, like, you don't mess with engineers. They will find a way, they will find the most creative and efficient way to kick your teeth in. like, I visited MIT because I was thinking about, obviously, thinking about going and attending the school there. Because I was considering going into bioengineering. Obviously, I did not go that path. Up again. They find the most creative and efficient way to make your life slightly more frustrating. Well, that's what I mean by kicking your teeth in. It's like, engineers are like the type of people that, like, they're like the types of people that if you were to ask questions like, hey, what would you wish upon your second worst enemy? Not your worst enemy, but your second worst enemy. And they'll be like the type of people that would be like, I don't know, they'd come up with some like really specific but really annoying like scenario of like, the best thing coming to mind right now is like, oh yes, you are always like out of toothpaste, or you're the one item of clothing you always want to wear is dirty and you can't wear it. We're supposed to slightly burn your toast. Exactly. See, curse them with fruit roll-up that always gets stuck to the paper and tears. See, yes, exactly. Stuff like that. Hence, you don't mess with engineers, because they will find ways to fuck up your shit in ways you never thought about. And it will be terrible for everyone except them. They will have the time of their life. Which is great. Great for them. These are the people that could become supervillains one day. You don't mess with them. Just picking up the torch. I should have done this while I was... My dad is an engineer and I'm a computer nerd, so it felt natural to get into computer engineering, even though that I first picked mechanical. Get some scaffolding. I don't have bamboo. But we needed more, we're gonna need more dark oak anyway. So let's go get some more dark oak. Just tear down these trees real quick. La la la. Saving up money to build a complete beast of a computer. Oh my god, you could play Security Breach. Have you looked at the source code for Security Breach? How do you feel about that? I've heard that that game is incredibly laggy and glitches out a lot. On a 5090, I've yet to look, but I bet. I unfortunately know nothing about computers, but that sounds cool. My brother built my computer for me. It's like, I gave my brother money to build a computer for me. Trying to slowly upgrade my PC one piece at a time. I see, I see. Yeah, that's one of the things I wish One Piece, eh? It's true, the One Piece. It's one thing I wish that they taught me in, like, the computer class I was taking to, like, get a better idea of how computers actually worked. Because I feel like it's like learning another language, right? It's easier to do it if you're younger and you're exposed to it more. Instead, all of that knowledge went to baseball. All of the potential computer science knowledge. All of it went to baseball. I should sleep because I don't wanna play with the idea of creepers blowing up my house and then having to beg Winter to fix my house for me. I don't know about that. It's mostly memory and logical thinking. Yeah. I mean, it's more like, I don't know. It's harder for my brain to comprehend it. Although I certainly am trying. Because I think it's good information to know. My brain was very hardwired for creative stuff. For better or for worse. I feel like if I was to try to program a game now, it would probably look... Well, this is assuming I had any of the same capabilities of programming that Toby Fox did. I imagine it would be very messy. My computer science project was passable. It got the grade, but it was very mediocre. My point-and-click detective game. That was my AP project. If I could just get one more, then I can plant another tree. Wait. Okay. We can almost plant 2 more trees. And I want to take a nap. Very fair. Naps are good to take. I used to not like taking naps very much, because I would always wake up feeling more tired than I was when I started. But sometimes they're necessary. Especially these days. Yeah, what? Bum 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 bum. Somehow this roof isn't looking too bad. I was very scared. Yeah, that's not too bad. I probably will have to... I hate it here. There we go. There we go. Okay, we gotta go get some more stairs. Hydrate? Alright. At least now it's starting to get to a point where we're actually... It's not looking as much like a cube anymore. That works. Anyway, la la la. There we go. That's the first part of the roof. So the corners are going to be really interesting. I like having these ridges here. I think that it adds some character. I think that if we, I'm gonna test this. Give me a stare. Nah. Let's just add this deep slate slab here. We're just gonna let this all be slabs. This is a dangerous game we're playing. So I'm gonna sleep in a second. Before anything has the audacity to spawn in. And this is great, because then we can get some more deep slates. You bitch. Oh god, there's a creeper. Oh no. Oh god. I have 8 arrows. We can handle that. Sir. What? Okay. I was gonna say, are you like just an invincible creeper? Alright, this should work. Here we go. The unkillable creeper. Very fair. Sorry, I just realized I was pinged. Hide and seek, things in the hide, grand and glorious. It doesn't explode, it just hisses at you now. That's just not right. It's just not right is the thing. It's just not right. And I know it's not right. You can't gaslight me. You can't gaslight me on that one. I do like that the FBI is here again. That's crazy. That's crazy. What the fuck? What the fuck? Did you see that? That's crazy. We're just gonna ignore that. Everywhere I go, huh? Wow, what the fuck? I was like looking at the pillagers on the map, and then I go glance to the right, and I'm like, why does it look like there's eyes? Hey man, that's kind of funny. You guys can't shoot me if I'm up here. They see me, but I don't want bad omen, and I don't have milk, so... There's literally like a village right next door. Like, wouldn't it just be a little bit rude, I think? Ah, fuck. That's fine. Or am I crazy or does a cat, does it look like a sniffer? I mean, if it reminds you of a sniffer, I'm glad. Oh, they got bored of me. I love being born to the FBI. I would rather them not perceive me. Oh wait, do I still have... No, I don't. Okay. This is... That's fucking crazy. I'm still processing the fact that the... That's awesome. Whatever. Sure. We have eyes on our roof. This might as well happen. I don't see sniffer in that. There's no universe where I could have planned that. What? There's no universe I could have planned that. Two, four, two, four, two, four, two, for me and you. Just processing that. Wow. You know, maybe it's like GLaDOS and he's not as gone as we thought he was. the Stanley knife. I hope he's with us. It would be nice to have a friend, wouldn't it? The star shines even long after it's gone, or something like that. Although that is probably by far the freakiest way that could have come up. We're gonna need a place for a chimney at some point. I feel like having a chimney is a good thing. Okay. Let's go make some stairs. Because we're gonna need them all. Every stair known to mankind. We were gonna need every stair we possibly could get. Bum, bum, bum. Kind of like speed bridging if you squint. Except I'm using stairs and not bridging, but at least soon. Let me go down here and make sure that there's some torches. Especially because it's going to be sunset soon. So we'll do some work on melting the snow, speed roofing. It's a decent enough roof. It does its job. I can do things later to make it more textured. I just wanted to have an actual roof. So that I can have an actual bed. rather than just a sleeping bag. I felt like that was important. Not this song playing immediately after we noticed the eyes. They like sleeping bags, but that's low-key because I'm a floor sleeper. That's crazy. Maybe I'm a hater, but... I never feel well rested sleeping on the floor. What do you mean it's perfect? Because it forces me to get off the floor. But I would just feel more tired, is the thing. Would you not feel more tired? Helps me forget. No. I would just feel worse. I would just feel worse after sleeping on the floor. Like, it wouldn't even be, like, a thing I could forget about. I would just be like, no. It's like I didn't feel well rested after my roommate, Howdy, Psycho, how you doing? We're finally building the roof in Minecraft. Doing fine, glad to hear, glad to hear. How's the build going? Womp. Tiny roof. This is not tiny. Got the affiliate, congratulations! Congratulations, I know it's tough to get there. But your projects always seemed really cool, so I knew it was gonna happen eventually. We're already out? Okay, hold on. Womp. Yeah, and now I'm making schematics for a friend. Ooh. What kind of build? What kind of build? Some create machineries. I see, I see. Create is far beyond my knowledge of my area of expertise, but I do genuinely respect the hard work that goes into it. Last night I made an umber brick generator. What is umber brick? Redesigned the Gen 3 times. Yeah, that does seem to be the thing with Create. It's a lot of trial and error. At least from my perception of it. Unfortunately, my brain can't comprehend it. There we go. Umber brick is a type of brick. Clay and scoria. It's a brownish brick. I see. I assume this is modded. Like a modded type of brick, because it doesn't sound like a vanilla. I know Create is a mod, of course, but like otherwise, I've just been missing a whole lot of blocks over my time. It's like I'd been playing 1.19 for so long. They added brand new bricks, and I just was completely none the wiser. Vinyls? I've always been curious about how those work. I've never ended up looking it up, but I've always been very curious. Hold on, when I finish this, I'll take a look at what you just said. We stay locked in, we stay locked in, we stay locked in. Cool. First design was the test one to know what I should need. The second was an inside the building, and the last one was a smaller yet efficient and optimized version. I see, I see. Grooves on the vinyl that generate different sounds. So you're telling me that vinyls, they work because like the grooves are literally my brain is struggling. My brain's struggling to articulate words, but it's literally just the grooves. It's playing the disc like a musical instrument. Except that obviously programmed for one song. Sound is vibrations. I do know sound is vibrations. It's just fascinating to hear like that application for it, you know what I mean? It's a physical way to store sound frequencies. Low-key want a vinyl player. This would be cool. Would a vinyl player be considered retro? I know people have been collecting vinyls a lot more now, because I think for the aesthetic of them. I doubt most of the people buying vinyls are actually playing them. Actually got a record player that was made in 2014. Like a vinyl record player? We are testing fate right now. And we should probably get to shelter soon. Not because I am at risk of death, but more because I am at risk of my house getting blown up. Which is scarier to me than dying. Because one of these options is just slightly annoying. The other one would be terrible. Sound wave, vibration, grave vibration back to sound wave. Have I seen Dr. Stone? I have not. I have not, but I feel like I heard that. I think I thought about watching Dr. Stone. I never got around to it. But that line does feel familiar, so maybe I might have watched a trailer for it at some point when I was looking for new animes. Can't know for sure, though. A lot of people claim that vinyl sounds better than digital. Is that true? Oh, I want the arrows. Got him. Bonk. Really good anime. I think it got like 2 caps of explaining how vinyl works. I see. What is Dr. Stone about? What is Dr. Stone about? What's the initial premise? So pitch it to me. Pitch it to me like a car salesman. When I was digital, you can lose a few data due to compressing. That makes sense, especially depending on how exactly you decided to do the initial, like, what is it called? Burning a CD. Depending on how you, get access to the audio file and the compression and all that. That can change a lot. Although, unfortunately, I'm not very tech savvy, so I don't actually know. There you are. I figured there must have been more if the leaves were not disappearing. So, it's about a disabled doctor who uses a cane to walk and use a toll. That's just House. That's just House. I actually... I've actually wanted to watch House. I think I've seen like 1 episode of House, and I thought to myself, yeah, man, I wish this guy was real. My experience, I was talking to Kirst about this yesterday, but my experience with doctors has never been the best. So having a doctor that would actually figure out what's wrong with my health would have been very incredibly nice to have. Because I don't know if I spoke about this in front of y'all before, but I know I've said it at some point in front of some groups. If I had to deal with a doctor, it would never be House. I would rather deal with House, specifically because I think House would actually take my commentary seriously. And that's all I would need. Dr. Stone starts with a big green light that petrifies every human on Earth, and the protagonist is a genius that stayed awake and has to start civilization from scratch. I see. I see. People could also just have shit headphones. That is true as well. That's kind of a fun premise. Although... How do you stay awake? I wonder if he tries freeing other people. Wouldn't you be lonely? Even with studio headphones, you can still lose some info. I see. This is mainly how the piece was made or recorded. Even like with the fanciest equipment, it still wouldn't sound good. How would that make the vinyl sound better? You don't lose as much because accuracy-wise, music is often reoccurring data. I see. Sorry, I'm locked in. I'm locked in, making more stairs. Don't need bones right now. Sounds are digitally literally the same, so you don't lose as much as you make it out to be. Whenever I want to listen to music, I play the music in my head and make up the... Okay. I used to actually play music in my head, like for, it helped me get through cross country. Because, like, there's a lot of time where you're just running in quiet, and for me it was like motivation, like, yes, yes, and a way of passing the time. Thinking in my head like, oh yay, yippee, we got aesthetics. Stream because I got a spam call, it's okay. Welcome back. I hope that the spam caller leaves you alone. Well. Da 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 da. I guess it just feels more natural that it's not digitally faked, like it's purely produced. It's possible. Although I would tend to agree, I feel like a lot of people would probably also just enjoy it purely aesthetically as well. Is there a reason? Just because. Just 'cause. It's just what I had on me. Also because I wasn't originally sure I was going to, be using a full block there. I also have plenty of deep slate, so it's okay. I can get away with doing this. The thing is, that the bottom part shows up on the inside. So, like, I'm not cutting off the roof. The roof is going to basically be the walls. So it's just the way I want to do it. It feels more correct. Also, I would notice. It's just the problem. It's like my brain would notice it. Vinyl player. Work in the opposite order? What are you talking about? Can't get a vinyl player and blast that shit. No one would notice. I would notice! Yes. Do you understand? Especially because I'm the one who has to live here. This song is always so weird to hear outside of the end of the stream. Make a frame for the house, then fill it first, and then do the outside. Well, that's kind of what I did. I did the frame for the house, and I did a lot of interior work, and then now we're finally doing the roof. I got used to look at those details when I did math. Yeah. It's just my brain. It's also my very first time actually building, like, a cabin type of house. Like, most of my houses have been tree houses. End screen moment. It's not the end screen! It's not the end screen! We're still building in Minecraft. As much as I do enjoy the end screen, Mars Explosion, you did a very lovely job. Oh hey, wait, I just noticed. Hi DJ, how you doing? Good morning. I saw that you messaged me. I'll check it later, okay? Gonna go for now. See you later, Psycho. Thanks for swinging by. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. We're building a roof, DJ. Bro is a little out of it. Me? I'm a little out of it. La la la. Subtle Japanese pun. Psycho. I think so. I think actually you're right. I know that one of the ways you can spell that pronunciation actually does mean something like you're the best. Or the best. I don't know exactly how to spell it, but I do know it's one of them. I'm still woefully learning Japanese. Well, woefully as in I'm still learning, not as in I don't like learning. I think you guys should search up the kanji for mouth and katakana for row. Oh god, what was mouth? The kanji? Specifically? Isn't it? That's what I thought, it's Gucci. It's Gucci. Don't do it? I don't understand it. I don't understand. I genuinely, I don't understand. It's just box. 2 box. I know it, I do. I was aware of this. I thought you were making a joke. It's just like, really. I was very much aware of this. Yes, unfortunately, yes, that is exactly what it's like. Kuchi and the Ro have the same symbol. Yeah, they're basically the same. It's very tough. I learned the difference of size. It's size? Oh, that's it? I thought they were gonna overlap together and make a Mogus. Rose, tiny box, Coochie is big box. Big mouth. I see. This makes sense. Hashtag this might as well happen. Coochie is big box because it is mouth. It is big mouth. Not like the show. But if that helps you think of it more, then sure. I've actually never seen that show. Is that show good? I've heard a lot of people do not like that show. I know next to nothing about it, though. Although, I've seen that folks have been receiving psychic damage. I'm learning Japanese because I hate traveling to countries not being able to speak. I understand that entirely, Randomize. I'm learning Japanese just because I want to. Although, I'm kind of learning Spanish for that reason that you just said. It's versus Zombies music. Yes! Big Mouth is not good. It's aimed towards teenagers, not grown-ass adults. To be fair, I feel like there were a lot of shows that were aimed towards teenagers and not grown-ass adults, and I still enjoyed them. But I feel like, from what the impression I've had from Big Mouth is that apparently they have like a lot of like really raunchy humor, I guess, like oddly sexual humor content. Growing up with odd representation? BoJack Horseman. Haven't actually seen that one either. Although, unlike Big Mouth, I've heard wonderful things about BoJack Horseman. I'll have to have Cursed be vetting these for me. Cursed seems to have a better idea of what these things are like. I don't know, I don't watch shows that much. Yeah, I don't really either. I would like to watch more, but I just simply don't have time, which is a very sad thing. At least half of the roof is done. Almost half of the roof is done. Ah, come on. Almost half of the roof is done. Alright. BoJack Horseman, it's well worth the watch, but you legit have to prepare yourself to watch the series. Some episode will make you sad or mad. Assassination Classroom, currently watching Bluey while thinking... Bluey is surprisingly, like, fun to watch. To me, like, the vibe of Bluey, to describe for folks who've not watched it, is like, imagine if they created a show that is clearly made for little kids, but they wrote the show in such a way that you're willing to watch it as an adult. Like, it doesn't feel dumbed down, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, it's clearly made for kids, but it's... I don't know. The parents are like actual parents. Yes, exactly. The characters feel real. And it doesn't feel like corporate slop, which is nice. Because I feel like when I was growing up, the shows they had available for little kids, we were given a lot more options, I guess, for lack of a better term. Strange fascination with Bluey. Don't think today's parents are good parents. I don't think so either. I don't think that's a hot take. I think I would just agree with you. I think there are, like, a parent has limited knowledge on things, but an iPad has knowledge of everything. Then when something goes wrong, they find someone to... I don't need dirt in my house. Yeah. Only as smart as its user. Yeah, it's very much like it's the same crowd of people that are, like, trying to advocate for internet censorship. That also are like, yeah, we need to make sure we have the censorship to save the children, and they're just refusing to parent their children. It's not every parent that's like this, by the way. It's like it's specifically a certain, like, flavor of parents. If you're my man Dirt, he ain't do nothing wrong. My iPad dumb shit. Here we go. Well, at least we have half the roof done. Luckily, this will not be as hard. Likely what I will do at some point in the middle of this part of the roof is add, like, what I wouldn't give for a builder's wall. I think this issue goes beyond parenting. There's something inherently evil about the way the current internet works. Parents could just not let them go on the internet. Or, like, put parental controls and stuff. It is possible to parent with the current state of the internet. And I think the people who are saying that the internet has to change... Because, like, a lot of the things that exist on the internet existed when I was a little kid. And, like, my parents... like, put limits on screen time. They did all of the stuff, right, to try to protect, me. Because, you know, there's freaky people out there. And also, it seems like this has changed since I was in school, but, like, when I was in school, they taught basic internet safety as well. Like, they made that, like, they emphasized internet safety as much as they emphasized, like, their anti-drug talks. Robots are made to take advantage of you. That is true. That is unfortunately true. However, in terms of, like, fucking internet safety, man. It's scary. There are people who are posting information, photos, and stuff that I would not want to share with so many people. Like, it freaks me out. Fish. There's trapping myself. Fish. Yes, if you catch the one piece. You get 3 fish today if you catch the one piece. 30, not 30, sorry. 45 free casts, 3 custom fish if you catch the one piece. That is the bounty prize. And if you don't catch it today, then the prize only will keep increasing until it's caught. Stairs. So many stairs. Anti-corporate a lot, but I believe in holding corporates accountable. You yourself as your own responsibility. 500 fish, probably. I tend to agree with that. Literally, like, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, regardless of whatever the corporate entities are, parents have a responsibility to try to protect their children. They have that as a responsibility. But protecting their children should mean things like teaching their child how to be safe on the internet, teaching their child, or like imposing limits to their screen time. It should not be telling other adults that didn't necessarily consent to having children or in their spaces that they need to change their behavior because children could be in their spaces. That's fool me 3 times, you're officially that guy. Teach them not to be dumb, exactly. Well, because, like, they told us that if we posted any personal information on the internet, we could get kidnapped, we could get killed. And most of my classmates were like, okay, so we're just not gonna do that. And I think a lot of them still are kind of like that. It's like, oh, we're just not gonna do that then, because we don't want to get killed, is the thing. Gonna post my no. No. At least, if you're gonna do that, don't do that in my server. Not my server. What you do on your own time, up to you, okay? I think you're an adult, so you can choose to do whatever you'd like. However, while I may strongly advise against it, as long as whatever you decide to do on that front is not in my server, that is fine. Too much snow on the roof. Solution, start a fire. No! The entire thing is made of wood. The entire fucking building is made out of wood. I mean, counterpoint, no more snow. Counterpoint, we could use water. We could use water to wash away the snow. It would get rid of the torches. However, we can put the torches back. If need be. I countered your counterpoint with a counter. Good Kid keeps sending messages about having a secret project they're working on, which makes me incredibly excited and hopeful that it's a new album. Counterpoint TNT. I have enough, but I don't feel like asking Winter to roll back the server because I accidentally destroy my house. As funny as that would be, it's like, hey Winter, you mind doing a server rollback? My house exploded. Yeah, it was bad. Who did it? I don't know. Whoever it was must have been an idiot, though. Yeah, who would think to do something like that? Like, I would never blow up my own house. Now guys, remember this moment, because if I do ever blow up my house in the future, now you can go back and be like, hey, you idiot, you blew up your own house. Haha, you did the thing. Chat would never want chaos. Chat loves order. Yes, of course. The thing that the Calicritters are best known for is their love of order, law and order. They're the ones who wanted, Larry Butts to lie like a dog. But it was for the sake of justice and for order, of course, of course. Have you seen that one meme of who knocked over my onion plant? You! Yeah. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. It's so good. It's so good. It's me with myself if I blow up my house. I feel like I live that meme a lot. Anyway. Who put cords on my base? You! I still don't know who that is, by the way. I haven't seen anyone, but I'm holding down the fort. Holding down the fort until then. The Rain World music. I said this yesterday, I'll say it again. Just for good measure. We probably will come back to Rain World. Because I have something now that will make playing Rain World a lot easier. And now that I know it works, we could do that. Just like, Haste 5, how are you doing that without an axe? Okay, for context, it was because, one, I haven't had any milk, which is why I'm not fighting the pillagers either, even though it would be fun. It's like, I don't have milk. 2, I don't really want to get rid of it. 3, we got it because, we were, helping, Winter and Lotus tear down that mountain. And Winter forgot to take it away from me. Although Winter seems to be the type of person where it's kind of like, well, you know what, if you still want it, then you can keep it. You can get rid of it anytime you want, you just need milk. So, hence... just because, Winter gave it to me to help. and now we live with infinite haste until I drink milk. And unless something happens to me that requires me to drink milk, we are gonna keep the haste. Just because it's funny. Hold on, I'm waiting around for one more sapling. Can I have one more sapling? Yes! Alright. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. New tree, new tree, new tree. Now we can get even more dark oak, because we never have enough. Ah. Well, that was premature. I hit myself into a tree for nothing. Na 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 na. Perfect. Alright. Off we go. Off we go. We are gonna have to just... fly on up here. La la la. Started playing Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. I just bought that. I just bought that. Is it good? I haven't played it because I thought that would be a good game to play on stream, because I'm having a really fun time with Ace Attorney. So I figured, why my code no work? Aren't you a clover supposed to give luck? Hey, I've only got so much luck, you know. I could try to give you luck, but it might be a bit hard from the distance. I mean, what? I'm just a lucky guy. I see the confusion. Clover is based on clover. You got a clove, which is a spice. That is true. Although it seems like the people here have taken to calling me Clove more often. Or Clover, which is kind of sweet. A rubber duck. A rubber duck is always good to have. I have a lucky rubber duck that, I could actually send a photo of my duck at some point into the Discord server, which if you'd like to join the Discord server, feel free to join the Discord server using !Discord. Yeah, there's the link for the Discord server. By the way, an ad's about to start in about 10 seconds. You can look away if you would like to. I will not be offended. Or if you are subbed, you will be free. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a second. We're just gonna keep building this roof. We'll see who gets hit. We build roof, we build roof. I will be, look upon the ads, ye unsubscribed and despair. La 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 la. I demand they give me double ads to give double the money. Oh my god. There are very few things. I feel like there have been like a few ads in my time that I've actually enjoyed watching. Most of the time, though, they make me violently angry. So I just don't like ads. Womp. Let's sleep. Let's sleep. Let's sleep the night away. Because I've seen the creepers on the map and they do not make me feel comfortable. I haven't been added yet. Interesting. You've been spared. Oh, that's all we have for stairs. Hold on, let's rectify this problem. The Sonic CDs. This is from Sonic Mania, I think. Which, I hope that one day I get to play Sonic Mania for you guys. I think you guys, or at least I would have fun with it. But this could be from Sonic CD and just be a remix for Sonic Mania. I just know this specific version is from the Sonic Mania soundtrack. Rig the pole which stopped Sonic Mania. That's true. That is true. Well, I was probably gonna decide against Sonic Mania anyway, considering what's happening next week, so... Probably for the best. Still freaking hyped. But I'm glad that we resolved the thing so that when you do play it, yes, we've resolved it. So there are a lot of games now that will not suck ass to play anymore. So that will make it so playing Rain World, Hollow Knight... Oh shit, should I have mentioned Hollow Knight? Any games that would probably be better played that way will now work a lot of better. Oh my god, the singer, what was her name? Let me look. Laura Brem. Is her... Yeah, it is Laura Brem. I do need... That does remind me, I do need to bring back my, my music player that actually says who's, who the music's by. been a very long time. I was thinking about, she was in so much childhood EDM. It's very possible. I don't know if there was, like, any songs that I recognized from her, specifically, because, like, I grew up listening to, like, Vocaloid, so... Lots of Hatsune Miku. It's probably not surprising at all. My brain was like, I must learn Japanese music so that I can, so I can sing the English covers. So I could be like Reichi when Monster Cat was huge. I still feel like Monster Cat stuff still exists. Like, Monster Cat has like a like this deal right now for streamers and stuff that if you buy like a subscription to them, then you can stream all of their music and all of the associated artists for free without worrying about copyright claims. Fuck. I haven't bought it, but I consider it little opera singing. That is not, it's not nearly the highest I can go. If you want operatic, nah, I shan't do that. I'm not trained in opera, so I probably shouldn't try to replicate opera very much. I'm starting to get trained in a specific style of music, which probably is not incredibly surprising. Cat meowing very loudly outside my window. It's me. It's me. Don't worry about it. Don't make me get that garden hose. You can't get me. You can't get me. I'm too lucky. I'm too lucky. I will just evade your attack. Have you seen my dexterity score? Have you seen how quick I can dodge? They called me the champion of dodgeball because they could never hit me. No one could hit me ever. This is gonna be weird. Oh wait, no, never mind, we're good. Fucking hell. Why? Wait. Ah. Well, I needed more dark oak anyway. I realized what I did too late. At least, now we can actually go get more dark oak. My prop 4 boots from Slimy are really just carrying right now. It's weird taking fall damage. It's still really strange. I really don't like it. Ah, fuck. Whatever. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Dude, my boots from Portal. Did I seriously not take fall damage in Portal? Ah, damn it. I did not realize that. I was too afraid. Well, you know, cats tend to land on their feet anyway, so... it's usually fine. Explain to Laura you don't take fall damage because you're wearing long fall boots. Ah, I see, I see. I guess that would be important to have while operating a portal gun. Like, I personally think that would be an important thing to have. Bum, 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 bum. Chris says something, what's that on your feet? I was so, listen, I was so busy not dying. I wasn't thinking. I do enjoy the curiosity core though. That thing is fun. The thing is, I can treat them better. I can treat the curiosity core better. I'm sorry we had to destroy it, but prevent breathing neurotoxin. As promotional material for Portal 2, they got Cave Johnson to narrate commercials for Aperture Science products, one of which is long fall boots. That's why I don't know what it is. Because I haven't looked at Portal 2 yet. I do have Portal 2 in my possession now. You don't have to worry about that. Kirst literally was like, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. Before I even finished playing Portal 1, I was like, here you go. For you, my liege. I do go completely blind. Well, mostly because, like, most of the games I play, aside from Minecraft, of course, because Minecraft is special baby. Aside from Minecraft, almost every game, or just games I've never interacted with, or to the extent that I have, I've only seen slight pieces of information. Like, we got Chance of Sonar music playing in our ear. I was not told anything about the story of Chance of Sonar. I was shown for like 5 minutes the game mechanics by the wizard and Ari, and that was my exposure to Chance of Sonar. Plants vs. Zombies, I think, was the only game that I went in, well, I didn't know the ending, but I went in having played before, aside from Minecraft. Right, so now leads to the predicament. Now we have this. What are we going to do? We have a roof. However, comes a new problem. How are we going to handle the roof? We have these open bits. Also, we have to deal with that, which is gonna bother me if we don't deal with that soon, so... For planes to land. I don't want things to fly into my home. It would just not be good. Poor birds. What do you mean, poor birds? This ain't about them. Their safety's not on the line. I don't know how well this will work. Although it might work better now like that. Yep. The birds know nothing. I don't think the birds will, like, even have, like, any cognitive idea of what's happening. They're just probably like, oh, haha, open area. They are smart. Birds are smart. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't think that they will care. If they're going to nest here, then they will. That's just how it is. They will find a way. Do I agree with it? No. But they don't seem to care, so it's kind of like, welp. Actually, hold on. So we need to make more stairs, of course. And then let's I know I made the stairs, but I think we need some regular blocks. So let's try. No. Man, I wish birds were real. Man, same. They should add birds to the next Earth update. I think people would like that. Damn. Hydrate sounds good. I heard birds were created by the government to monitor things. Apparently someone found like actual bird drones in like China. Keyword apparently. I don't know how true that is. Don't know how true it is, though. Come on. Oh. Sleep. We're almost done with at least the outer portion of the roof, which is nice, because then that means we can move on and do better things. Like continuing building our kitchen. You're probably like, Cam, what else could you possibly add to a kitchen like that? That's the part where I say you'd be surprised. There's a lot of stuff that can be added forever and ever and ever. I think I've already decided against this. Let's try it like this, so have it come up one block higher. Have to go at it from like a weird angle. We're gonna have to take down that tree eventually. Do, do, do. Oh, Kibby. Hello. 'Tis I. You trying to get me to meow, or are you just meowing? Either or. Group meowing. Right, I'm gonna put my cat on the mic. What do you think? Yeah, whatever. Love that video. It is such a good video. That's not your cat! My voice is so tired, it just doesn't want to do that. It just doesn't want to go up high. Tis the tragedy. Critical hit on my serotonin. Is that fine? Is that decent? Is that passable? Ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Now here we are again. I've been here before, but I couldn't tell you when. And every step I take is on the line. And each move I myself was left behind. Oh, that looks a lot better. Now here we are this time. It starts again, but I really don't know why. Each move of a single slip or fall is back to 1-1, I've lost it all. If I'm stuck, I'll call you. But each stage I'll move through, and I know just a little more. Each step alone brings us closer to that old throne. Womp, womp, womp. So now I'll set the pace. It's such short time, well I really must make haste. And I don't know what's ahead, or what the ending will bring. Mini attic space, yeah, could be secret room. I have to take out the king. If I'm stuck, I'll call you. With each stage I'll move through, and I know just a little more. If I'm alone, needs us closer to that old throne. See, that looks so much better, right? With that slant. I'm stuck, I'll call. Skylar, where's the money? And I know just a little more. My one axolotl friend. Oh, there's the rails. I did forget everything we had. Okay. At least now that we have a roof, we don't have to worry so much about snow getting into the house. So we could slowly get rid of the snow, slowly but surely. I actually think this is probably the most effective way we could get rid of the snow without destroying my house. Sonic Mania. This actually isn't from Sonic Mania, I don't think. I think this was an original song created. Unless it is from Sonic Mania, or it's a remix. I'm not sure. I think this was made by... God, who made this? Let me look. Hyper Potions. The song is called Friends. I guess you guys probably can see my Spotify, for better or for worse. Again, for better or for worse. I saved a few torches and that. Boop. I would clear the snow by hand if not for the fact that, like, we have haste. And having haste is not a great thing when you're trying to not destroy everything. I think a guy tried to calculate how much water was in one bucket. How'd that go? You get the answer he's looking for. It must be like a lake's worth of... Yeah, it's like a stupidly large number. I have a lot of Sonic music right now. One of those 2.8. Yeah. In other words, a number so large that it probably would not actually be physically possible to carry. Water is heavy. Of course it's going down the stairs because it hates me. Why are you going like that? Well, if you want to go down the stairs so bad. I could carry it if I had 2 buckets. Meh. I feel like most people can't even carry it with 1. Unless your argument is I'm built different. Yay, no more snow in the room. Okay. Now to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Ah, fuck. Spruce. Time to tear down some spruce trees. Spruce. Like, what is it? Hi dudes, or whatever. Hey dudes. Sup dudes. Or is that Seuss? Seuss. Oh. Hey dudes. It's like change of plans. Gotta... I'm gonna be eating your brains now. You're freaking me out, dude. Exactly. Don't worry, I'm gonna break this up more. But it already looks better than it did. Which is what I care about. My #1 priority does build look better than it did the day before. If answer yes, then happy. Where did blocks go? Where did they go? What? Girl? What? Oh. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, awesome. I was like, I was kind of like, oh shit, why did I freeze? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think my internet... Fuck. Did it die? Hello? I think my internet died. That's awesome.